So what is modern India? As you can see in the picture behind me, so this is Mahatma Gandhi, we know, father of the nation, for one very important reason, because he is on the currency note, right? And he is important for that matter as well. Otherwise, Gandhiji is also a very important personality for modern India. And what we see on the photograph is his Dandi March. Now this is a famous monument in Delhi as well. So modern India, actually guys, is mentioned both in your prelims as well as your mains syllabus. Now before jumping into the syllabus discussion, I would like to make some certain distinctions for you. Number one, now as far as history is concerned, so in history, in the prelim examination, if you have gone through the syllabus, you will understand one thing, that there are 7 words which are written. If you not, you can go through the syllabus. History of India and Indian national movement. These are the 7 words which are written in the syllabus. Does that give you any idea? Never ever. It's useless. Those 7 words are useless. History of India means what? It means from cave people till the recent victory of BJP government. Anything could be there. But we have to identify, guys, because if you know, if you are smart enough, see, toppers are smart, they're not intelligent, right? So if you're smart enough to identify what is the exact demand of UPSC, you are there. Half of the battle is won. You can predict the questions, you can predict the syllabus. So today we are going to dissect the modern India syllabus for that regard. I'm going to take a thorough 10-15 minutes discussion for that, because this is going to help you to eliminate that unwanted content. Secondly, before I start the class, if any one of you is in the touch with any of the veterans, okay, veterans, you understand, 12 attempts, still fighting for this examination, prelims never cleared, right? They have fakr in what they are doing. They are very proud people. So if you are in touch with those people, as far as modern India is concerned, stay away from them, right? I know what they are going to give you the guidance. Some people give that the same guidance to me as well. I don't want you to fail. So history in prelim examination syllabus is useless. So when it comes to prelims, never ever see the syllabus, never. But for mains, yes, this is your guiding force. If you dissect and understand the entire main syllabus, you are there, you are halfway there. Now in the mains examination, the syllabus is so elaborate and it is divided into multiple topics. Now if AMC is being already covered in your batch, AMC, perfect. World history, okay. So if AMC is completed, so I'm not going to discuss the syllabus of AMC for any reason, but the otherwise modern India I'm going to discuss. There's a disturbance, I can't hear you.
It's not completed, AMC.
It's not complete. Any part of your history that has been completed? No. Oh my god. Okay, you are reading. Who's taking? Gajanan sir? Okay. Okay. So is this going to going simultaneously with this modern India? Okay. So he must have discussed the syllabus already, so there is nothing much to discuss about that. So I'll be discussing the modern India syllabus in this regard. Now modern India syllabus, for your notice, is the most elaborate syllabus as far as history is concerned. So that is the reason why for syllabus mapping, you need to focus on mains, right? So let's start with that. So this is the syllabus. I'll take 10-15 minutes of your time before jumping into the conclusion, or before even starting the topic. I don't want to jump there because this is going to save a lot of time from your life, right? Now this is prelims again, right? So this is the syllabus for prelims examination again, right? Not important. For the prelims trend, I'll come to that later on. I will jump to the main syllabus first. Now look at this syllabus. This is history syllabus, guys. This is not GS paper 1. In GS paper 1, you have history, society and geography. These are the three subjects. Now history, to your notice, is the first thing. In your first GS paper, the first section, the first question is always history. So history is your first impression to the examiner. And what if the same person is going to check all your 4 copies? So history is going to be the first impression. Obviously, he's going to start from the first page. Right? He is not a politician of India who is going to randomly open a copy. So they have an objective. So he'll start from the first question. So history is the first question. So be thorough with that. Now let's discuss. Now I'm not going to discuss this. Gajanan sir will take care of that. My part is this. These 3. 2, 3 and 4. The last one is world history. Okay. If I will be allocated this subject, I'll discuss that later on. Now these are the 3 parts that I am dedicated for these classes. Now let's understand, and all of you pay attention. Don't write. I'll forward this. You already have this. Otherwise, I'll also forward this PDF to you. Okay. Don't write anything. Just pay attention. Modern Indian history from about middle of the 18th century until present. Now present could be today also. Is that the case? Let's see. Significance, event, personalities and issues. Now, first of all, it is saying modern Indian history from about middle of the 18th century. Now, as you have already started studying about the time period, so 18th century basically means 1701 to 1799. Roughly, I am taking 100 years. This is 18th century. Now, it is saying middle of the 18th century, which means from 1750s onwards. So that is the starting date of modern India, according to UPSC. So according to UPSC, this is your baseline. From here you have to start your journey. Okay. Until present. Now the present could be anything, but how to identify what is present? Present can only be identified if you know the PYQs. So it is my duty. I've been paid for that. So we have done analysis for that, and we have come across a conclusion that modern Indian history actually ends with the India's independence. So this present is actually India's independence. So last 75 years of history is not part of this section. So basically, if I had to again jot down this period, so this second part of your syllabus is between 1750 to 1947. That's the duration. That's the period, right? Now this period is your guiding force. So they have mentioned the time period. Okay, we are happy with that. So they have given us around 200 years of history. Okay, we are okay with that. What they are asking? They are asking that you should focus on events, personalities and issues. Events, personalities and issues. Now all of you know, because all of you have studied 7th, 8th, 10th standard and other schooling, right? So all of you know 2-3 things which I am going to write on the screen, even if you don't know about modern India. I hope all of you know about 1857 revolt. Maybe not in details, but you may have heard about it somehow. You may have heard about Raja Ram Mohan Roy, right? You may have heard about Sati, the practice of Sati, right? Now let's understand the syllabus. Understand the syllabus. Events, revolt of 1857. Personalities, Raja Ram Mohan Roy. These are just the examples, guys. Issues, Sati, which is socio-cultural issues. Socio-cultural issues. Are you getting my point? Ki bhaiya, you don't have to study everything, because the misguided student will always see, aspirations are there with the misguided student also. He's also working hard, but in the wrong direction, and that's why they fail. That's why we failed while we were preparing. So I don't want you to fail. Be focused, guys. I have seen students going through the biographies of the people. Arey, who cares how many times Raja Ram Mohan Roy got married? Or did Jawaharlal Nehru had extramarital? Who cares? I don't care about that. I only care about Raja Ram Mohan Roy's contribution in creating history. So what and how he had created history? Is there any event that created history? Is there any issue that created history? So personal life is not my concern. I don't want to know about how Gandhiji treated his children. He had 4 sons. So Gandhi and sons, I don't care about the personal matter. I don't care about those work which they have done beyond history. So maybe there is a historical personality who has allocated a lot of time towards charity. Does that make any history? No. No. Now in Indian history, you may have multiple industrialists. Are we going to read about them? No. I'm not going to teach you about J.R.D. Tata or the Birla family. They were the industrialists even before the India's independence. But did they participated in India's freedom struggle? No. They may have given some money here and there. I'm not going to talk about Indian scientists. That is also history. But that is not a concern over here, guys. So please remember, only those personalities, events and issues are going to be discussed that created history, that are important from the historical perspective. So the first thing that you will always remember in your mind is that modern India part 1 syllabus, this is part 1, this is part 2. Part 1 syllabus talks about a period of 197 years focusing on pi. Please remember this, pi. Personalities, issues, events. Clear? Sorry. Raja Ram Mohan Roy or Sati was not at all associated with India's freedom struggle. Please remember this. Right? You have to understand the difference. Let me clarify that. Okay? Because till now all of you think that anyone who was before India's independence participated in India's independence. Nahi bhai, that's not correct. I'll give you 2 lists. Over here, Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Did he participated in India's freedom struggle? No. Gandhi? Yes. He participated. Then, Jyotiba Phule. Did he participated? No. But Nehru? Yes. Bhim Rao Ambedkar. Did he participated in India's freedom struggle? No. He was a social reformer. He was a politician. But he did not participated in the freedom struggle. But here I will write Subhash Chandra Bose. Now are you getting the difference between both? These personalities on my right side, they are personalities, not freedom fighters. Right? So these are personalities. And these are freedom fighters. That's the difference. The day you will realize what are the differences in the syllabus. And throughout these classes, I am going to discuss all important personalities, issues and events, and I will highlight how many of them are associated with the freedom struggle and how many of them are not. Coming back to the syllabus. So guys, this personality over here which is written, it is mostly non-freedom fighters. Mostly, I'm saying. Non-freedom fighters. Coming to the second part of your syllabus, freedom struggle. The syllabus itself says they will ask questions from the freedom struggle. Its various stages and contributors and contributions from different parts of the country. Now again, let's dissect. Let's divide this entire sentence into multiple phases or multiple parts. The first part is freedom struggle. When India started freedom struggle? As simple as that, 1905. The Swadeshi movement, also known as Vande Mataram movement, also known as boycott movement, we started India's first freedom struggle. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905. 1905 or struggle for independence. Although it was not complete independence, but we started that. And till how it lasted? 1947, simple. Because in 1947 we got independence and everything ended over there. So this is the history of 42 years. Now in this history, what you need to focus upon? In 197 years of history, you have to focus on events, personalities and issues. But here you have to focus upon stages. So in multiple stages, the freedom struggle progressed. First we started saying, no, we are ready to work under the British. Then we started saying, no, we don't want to work under the British, but we are ready to work under the British crown or British king. Then we started saying, no, we want complete independence. We don't want to be, or we don't want to be associated at all with Britishers. We want complete independence. So there are multiple stages. There are stages when the freedom struggle was completely non-violent, constitutional. There are stages when the freedom struggle became violent, when the revolutionaries started coming up. You know the names Bhagat Singh, Chandrasekhar, Rajguru, Kalpana Dutt, Saniti Suniti, and many others are there. There are stages when Gandhi became very powerful and important personalities. There are stages where nobody cared about Gandhi. So there are multiple stages that is what we are going to study throughout the classes. Then contributors and contribution, very important thing, guys. Let me take one example, the easiest possible example, the currency Baba, right? So Mahatma Gandhi, right? A very respected personality in India. Sometimes I feel, thank God he is on currency. Otherwise people would have forgotten him, right? Literally. I appreciate him for what he did for India. I don't care about his personal life. Bhai ka personal matter. Right? So Gandhi ji, now what is he? He's a contributor. Now he must have given certain contributions. Alright. So he gave the concept of Swaraj. It was already there. I mean, thanks to Maratha culture, it was already there. Then he appreciated on ahimsa or non-violence. Then his biggest tool was satyagraha, right? Then he has also written many literary work, like his own book My Experiment with Truth. Many newspaper he started, like Young India he started, right? He started Harijan. He wrote many songs while he was in the prison. So that is what his contribution is. Similarly, I'll take another contributor, let's say Patel, right? Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the grand Iron Man of India, right? The literally, right? Iron Man of India. So what was his contribution? So he participated in Bardoli Satyagraha, or right? He actually organized Bardoli Satyagraha. We'll come across these things, right? He also helped in unification of India. That is also something we are going to discuss with many interesting stories over there. Aya? So this is contributor, right? This is contributor and this is contribution. So this is what UPSC is asking. Which period? Between 1905 to 1947. So what is your duty? Throughout the classes, attend the classes, and at your own, at least have 15 personalities, a list of 15 personalities and their major minor contributions. That is just one-liners. You'll do this once entire syllabus is completed. And if you don't believe, just pick up the PYQs, previous year questions from UPSC. And you will find every year, here and there, they are asking one personality-based questions. And in those personality-based questions, they are asking just their contribution and their comparison. Like once they ask compare between Gandhi and Tagore. Once they ask compare between Gandhi and Bose. Once they ask compare between other personalities, governor generals. They can ask anything. Now, here the contributor is individual. Patel is an individual. Can a contributor be a group? Can it be a group? Right? So let me write one example. Revolutionaries. Now revolutionaries is a group. Communist, right? is a group. It's a group, right? Women, the better half. Women is another large group who participated and contributed a lot towards India's freedom struggle. So guys, contributor can be anyone, individuals, groups. It can be a political party as well, like the contribution of Indian National Congress, the contribution of Muslim League, although useless, but so contributor can be anything, contribution can be anything, but we have to focus on that. Like let me give you one example. It's too early, but once UPSC asks what is the contribution of women in India's freedom struggle, look. Now I am 100% sure at least you can give me 2-3 names, which is very easy, right? You'll give Sarojini Naidu, Kamala Nehru, Annie Besant, or many other women, right? So this is how UPSC asks questions, personality based questions. Now can you think contributors can also be Britishers? Who said they can't be? Can be a Britisher. They have already asked 2 questions from the Governor Generals, Dalhousie and Curzon. So the point is, guys, you should understand the second part of the syllabus tells you that you have to go through various stages, contributor and contribution from different parts of the country that we are going to cover up. Then comes the third part, which is post-independence. Now this 4th and 5th part of the syllabus, as you can see on the screen, is actually mains oriented only. It is only mains oriented. The first 3 are common for the prelims as well. So if you prepare the first 3, you are also completing your prelims syllabus. But if you are completing these 2, that is 4th and 5th, it has nothing to do with prelims. It is purely for the mains examination. Now post-independence consolidation means bringing together, and reorganization means arranging together, right? Let me give you one example. When India got independence, our beloved Goa was not part of India, right? We got Goa in 1961. So Goa came to India after India's independence, which is what? Consolidation. Bringing together. We are bringing territories. Sikkim came in 1975. 1954, Pondicherry. So that is consolidation. And in the future, we might think 2-3 other states like Balochistan, Gilgit and others, right? Then comes reorganization. All of you know reorganization. Creating new states, renaming the states, changing their boundaries. We have seen that, right? The last reorganization that we see was in 2019 when Jammu and Kashmir was reorganized into 2 union territories which still exist. Before that there was Telangana in 2014, and before that in 2000 we had 3 states, Jharkhand, Uttarakhand and Chhattisgarh. So that is reorganization, how new states are being created. That is the history, guys. That is what we are going to read about in post-independence. It will hardly take 3-4 classes for that matter. So guys, this is the syllabus. Please keep these things in mind, that in modern India they are asking what and what is the range of the period and what are the dimensions that they are asking. Just go through the syllabus 2 or 3 times. Don't try to mug up. I don't believe in mugging up the things. Don't try to mug up. Just go through, just read it 2-3 times and it will, you will have a picture memory in your brain. Moving ahead. Okay, now coming to the prelims first. Now over here, as you can see, the prelims syllabus says history of India and Indian national movement, the 7 words I told you. Does it give any kind of a idea what is the border? It doesn't. So that's why I said prelims syllabus is for history. It is useless. I don't know about others, right? You can go through that. Okay, this is how the history contributes in the prelim examination. Now 2018, I don't know why UPSC did that. They were high or what, I don't know. They asked 14 questions from here, right? On an average, this is the average, right? So they're asking around 4 to 5. At max, they will go to 8 questions, right? So in the last 3 years, because that is the trend that we should actually and we must follow, You can see 4, 3, 4. Right, 25 is coming. So we are expecting they will ask just 4 to 5 questions here as well. Rightist government is there in the center of power. So we are expecting more from the art and culture government, art and culture contribution from there. So prepare that thoroughly with Gajanan sir. Okay, but does that make history impossible? I mean, should you not focus on prelims? Nahi bhai, just wait. Don't skip modern India for this reason. Prelims is just a threshold that you have to jump across. It's just a hurdle. It is not going to give you the rank which already you know. This is the rank, guys. Mains examination gives you rank. So modern India, as you can see, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 1, at least they are asking one question. If they are asking one question, it is a time to cry. It should not be the time to be happy. Because if it is one question, it is art and culture, which is higher. And students cry over there because they don't know what to write. Literally, they don't know what to write. So if there are 4 questions, have a party. Because you will be able to answer these questions. I'm 100% sure for that. Okay, so let's break up into marks. Even if one question is asked, minimum, let's say this one question which was asked is from 10 marker. So the minimum that you can get is 10 mark modern India. Maximum 4. Right? Maximum 4. Let's say all of them are from 15 mark. 60. 60. So minimum 10 marks and maximum 60, guys. 60. You know 50%, if you get 50% in UPSC, you are first rank. That is the threshold of UPSC. 50% means first rank. Okay. So don't be excited. Yaar, I missed by 90%. Nobody will get 90%. UPSC examination is not for selection, it is for elimination. They are sitting there to eliminate you. You have to impress them so that they should not eliminate you. So minimum marks that you can get is 5 and 30 from modern India. 30 marks. Guys, in UPSC, there are 15 ranks that you can jump. 15 ranks you can jump with 1 mark. Okay, this is not motivation, this is reality. You are IRS, 1 marks extra. IPS, 1 marks extra. Foreign service, 1 marks extra. IAS, or whatever is your first preference. That 1 mark matter and 30 matters a lot.